Breaking, Janelle Brown is done playing nice. After months of silence, whispers of a looming legal battle with Kody are finally gaining traction. But that's not all. In the shadows of this crumbling empire, Paedon Brown has launched an emotional cold war against the man he once called dad. Secrets. Betrayals. A divided family on the brink. What triggered Janelle's legal warning? Why is Paedon calling out Kody on social media? Buckle up, this isn't just family drama. This is a legal, emotional, and generational reckoning.
Experience that has brought us to this point where the family started to literally dissolve over the COVID.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are great, but clean mail with alcohol wipes? I mean, it's okay.
You can mock it or you can find a way.
A warning in the wind, Janelle's breaking point. For years, Janelle Brown was the calm within the storm, the steady, practical wife who held her ground but never lashed out. But now, something has changed. Scenes of past Sister Wives episodes, Janelle standing by Kody during financial stress, Coyote past plans, family discussions. Voiceover of Janelle saying, "I have to protect what's mine." Janelle legally never shared assets like Christine did. But she invested thousands into Coyote Pass, money Kody promised to reimburse. Now that trust is shattered. Sources close to the family suggest Janelle has consulted with a lawyer, asking if she has legal rights to force the sale or division of the land. In plural marriages not legally recognized, women often have limited property rights unless specific documents are signed. This leaves women like Janelle at a major disadvantage, unless they take legal action. So, is Janelle preparing to sue Kody over her investment? Or is she threatening legal action as a bargaining chip? And why now? What triggered the storm? The final straw, Kody's broken promises. Kody and Robyn sitting in their $1 million mansion. Janelle sleeping in an RV in the desert. Kody telling Janelle, "You chose the RV, Janelle." That moment broke the internet. Fans watched in disbelief as Kody gaslit Janelle, minimizing her sacrifices and refusing accountability. She gave up comfort, gave him decades, and in return? A dismissive husband and empty promises. This wasn't just about a house. This was about respect, about being valued. Janelle realized what Christine had, she needed to free herself too. One viewer wrote, "If I were Janelle, I'd be calling a lawyer today." Another said, "Kody owes her a payout, point blank." But here's where things take a darker turn. Janelle isn't just walking away. She's gathering documents. She's reviewing the deeds. And insiders say she's furious. Paedon versus Kody, the Cold War begins. While Janelle prepares her legal defense, another battle is brewing. This time, it's not with lawyers, it's with blood. Let's just say, Robyn's not the angel people think she is. Paedon's public digs at Kody are no longer jokes, they're weapons. Every time Kody ignores his kids or praises Robyn's children, Paedon hits back, hard. He's accused Kody of favoritism, of abandonment. Even hinted that Kody barely reaches out to his own biological kids. Children of narcissistic family systems often feel discarded when no longer useful. Paedon's sarcasm masks deep hurt, the kind that simmers until it explodes. Fans have dubbed it the Cold War, where Paedon fires truth bombs and Kody stays eerily silent. Who holds the power now? With Christine gone, Janelle furious, and Paedon speaking out, Kody's once dominant grip is slipping fast. The question is, who holds the real power now? Christine, independent, remarried, successful. Janelle, threatening legal action, gaining fan support. Paedon, growing social media influence. Robyn, isolated in her mansion. Kody, legally tied only to Robyn. Spiritually disconnected from the rest. Kody once controlled the family and the story. But now, the narrative belongs to his exes, and his children. That's a power shift TLC can't ignore. Legal experts speak. Can Janelle actually win? Unless she's on the deed or has proof of financial investment, Janelle will face an uphill battle. But if texts, emails, or footage show Kody promising reimbursement or co-ownership, that could hold up in court. Insiders claim Janelle has screenshots and receipts. If she pushes forward, it could lead to a forced sale of Coyote Pass, or even a civil claim against Kody himself. If Janelle wins, she not only gets her money, but sets a precedent for spiritual wives seeking legal justice in non-legal marriages. The fallout, what happens next? So what happens if Janelle sues? If Paedon goes fully no contact? If Kody loses control over the family brand? TLC shifts focus to Christine's new life and Meri's independence. Kody and Robyn become the isolated villains. Paedon lands a spin-off podcast or guest spot. Janelle writes a tell-all or pushes a land sale that financially destabilizes Robyn's household. If Janelle takes him to court, I'll livestream the whole thing. She deserves every cent back. Janelle's warning shot, real or strategy? Now here's the real kicker. Is Janelle going to court, or is this a warning shot to push Kody into a private settlement? Threatening legal action can pressure a settlement without filing. Public sentiment may help Janelle behind closed doors. Kody may offer a payout to avoid bad press and exposure of documents. This is how power works in fractured family systems. Silence becomes leverage. Hurt becomes legal ammo. And betrayal turns into negotiation. Janelle has played by the rules for too long. Now she's rewriting them. Paedon has held in his truth for years. Now he's speaking it. And Kody? He's no longer the center of the sister wives universe, he's the one being circled by those he cast aside. Let's deep dive in details. For years, Janelle Brown was the quiet backbone of the Brown family. She invested her heart, her time, and thousands of dollars into Coyote Pass, the land Kody promised would be their family's future. But when promises turned to broken words, Janelle reached her breaking point. Janelle confronting Kody about land investment. Kody dismissing her concerns. Janelle living in an RV, isolated. Janelle was never on the deed. Legally, her rights are murky. But sources say she's gathering documents, receipts, and legal advice, gearing up for a potential court fight to reclaim what she invested in. Many plural marriages lack legal protections for wives like Janelle. Without contracts or titles, the risk is huge. But civil courts can sometimes rule in favor of wives who can prove financial investment. That's why Janelle's case could be precedent-setting. Kody's words to Janelle shocked the world. You chose the RV. This line wasn't just cruel, it was the final betrayal. Janelle gave up comfort, stability, and security for Kody's dream, and in return? Disrespect and neglect. Thousands called it emotional abuse. Many viewers rallied behind Janelle, calling her the real MVP. This wasn't just financial. It was psychological manipulation, a classic pattern of a controlling partner eroding trust and self-worth. Janelle's legal threat is as much about reclaiming dignity as money. While Janelle prepares to fight Kody in court, his son Paedon is waging a very public Cold War, calling Kody out on social media for favoritism and neglect. Sarcastic digs at Kody. Emotional revelations of feeling abandoned. Accusations of Kody favoring Robyn's kids. Paedon's public outbursts reveal decades of hurt, a son desperate for recognition and fairness. His fight exposes a fracture deep within the Brown family legacy. Kody's once iron grip on the family is slipping. Christine has left, Janelle is preparing her legal strike, and Paedon is speaking openly against him. The family narrative is no longer controlled by Kody. Power now rests with the wives and children willing to stand up, speak out, and expose the truth. For Janelle to succeed, she needs proof of financial investment or agreements. Evidence like bank transfers, messages promising reimbursement, or even witness testimonies can make or break the case. Sources claim Janelle has amassed this evidence, meaning this legal battle could soon become very real and very public. The fallout could be devastating. A court battle could force a sale of Kody Pass, disrupt TLC's storyline, and fracture the family beyond repair. Will TLC drop Kody if this blows up? Will Janelle walk away with millions? Will Paedon become the new Brown family spokesperson? Sometimes the threat of a lawsuit is just a bargaining chip, a way to push Kody to the negotiation table without dragging things through court. Whatever happens, Janelle has sent a clear message: she will no longer be silent or sidelined. And Paedon's fight has added fuel to the fire. The Brown family is at a crossroads. Janelle's legal fight and Paedon's rebellion are shaking the very foundations of this polygamous empire. Janelle Brown was always the silent warrior in the background. She wasn't the loudest or the most attention-grabbing, but she always stayed true to her values. That was until Kody's broken promises finally pushed her over the edge. Scenes of Janelle holding her ground during family meetings. Quiet moments of her reflecting alone. Past episodes where Kody dismisses her concerns about Kody Pass and future finances. Janelle is often seen as the grounded, practical one, but underneath her calm exterior lies a woman who has been tired of putting everyone else's needs ahead of hers. Over the years, Kody's broken promises about land ownership, financial stability, and his treatment of her began to erode her trust. For years, Janelle stayed committed to Kody's vision of plural marriage. She helped invest thousands into the land, money she thought was a joint effort to build a life for their family. But when it came time to fulfill his promises, Kody started pushing her too. Janelle is often seen as the grounded, practical one, but underneath her calm exterior lies a woman who has been tired of putting everyone else's needs ahead of hers. Over the years, Kody's broken promises about land ownership, financial stability, and his treatment of her began to erode her trust. For years, Janelle stayed committed to Kody's vision of plural marriage. She helped invest thousands into the land, money she thought was a joint effort to build a life for their family. But when it came time to fulfill his promises, Kody started pushing her to the side, disregarding her role in their joint finances. And that was just the beginning. In many non-legal polygamous marriages, like Janelle's, women often don't have formal property rights unless specified in written agreements. Without documentation or a legal contract, Janelle's financial stake in Kody Pass is at risk, but that doesn't mean she can't fight for what's hers. And that's exactly what sources say she's preparing to do. This wasn't just about money, this was about respect. And Janelle realized she was no longer going to tolerate Kody's behavior. Kody harshly telling Janelle, "You chose the RV, Janelle. This is what you wanted." Janelle, visibly frustrated and hurt, walking away from the conversation. The moment Kody dismisses her financial concerns about Kody Pass. Janelle gave up her comforts, she lived in an RV, sacrificed a sense of security in exchange for Kody's dream of building something big. And when she finally stood up for her fair share, Kody's response was condescending at best, and dismissive at worst. But when Kody said those words, "You chose the RV," he dismissed everything Janelle had endured. It was no longer about a house or land, it was about her personal worth. Her contributions didn't matter. And that's when Janelle started making her own plans. At this point, Janelle is no longer passive. She's actively reviewing documents, speaking to legal professionals, and gathering evidence. This isn't just a frustrated wife, this is someone preparing to take legal action. Kody is a narcissist. Janelle deserves better, I hope she gets everything she's owed. Kody is ruining his family, and I'm glad Janelle is standing up for herself. While Janelle is silently preparing her legal move, Kody's son, Paedon, is loudly confronting the man who used to be his father. Paedon publicly calling out Kody on social media and podcast interviews. Paedon accusing Kody of favoritism towards Robyn's children. Paedon's emotional expressions, hinting at abandonment. When a child of a narcissistic parent doesn't feel seen or valued, resentment builds over time. For Paedon, seeing his siblings receive special treatment while he's pushed to the sidelines has built into a rage that he can't keep quiet any longer. Paedon's anger isn't just about Kody's favoritism toward Robyn's kids. He's calling out the truths that Kody refuses to admit, that he neglected his own children and pushed them aside as soon as they became inconvenient. Paedon's social media and podcast posts are a blow-by-blow account of Kody's failures as a father. The world is watching, and Kody's silence is only fanning the flames. Is this the beginning of a new chapter for Paedon? Will he become the new face of the Brown family rebellion, using his social media influence to expose Kody? Or is this Paedon's cry for attention, hoping Kody will finally notice him? As Kody loses control over his wives, children, and family, the true power dynamics begin to shift. Christine happily living her independent life, thriving. Janelle discussing her future options. Paedon and his growing following. Kody, isolated with Robyn, barely engaging with the rest of his family. What was once Kody's empire has begun to crumble. The family he manipulated is now leaving him behind, and Robyn might just be the last one standing by his side. Kody's power comes from the illusion of control. But now, Janelle is pushing back. Paedon is speaking out. Christine is living her truth. Kody is losing his grip. Could Janelle actually win a legal battle against Kody? Let's dive into the specifics of what it would take. An expert explains that Janelle could have legal grounds if she has proof of joint ownership or agreements. If she has evidence of an agreement or proof that Kody promised to reimburse her, she might have a case. But it's all about documentation. If Janelle decides to go to court, the fallout could be catastrophic for the Brown family. But is Kody willing to risk it all? What would you do if you were Janelle? Sue, settle, or walk away? Vote below. Will Kody finally pay up and give Janelle her rightful share? Will Paedon's truth-telling expose Kody's darkest secrets to the world? Or will Janelle and Paedon's public battle force Kody into a corner? Is Janelle truly ready to take Kody to court? Or is this all just a power play, a final warning to Kody before the real battle begins? The Brown family saga is far from over. Janelle's stand could shift everything, and Paedon's fight could be the spark that ignites a family-wide revolt. But only time will tell if Kody is strong enough to hold on, or if the family he built will finally tear itself apart. What do you think? Should Janelle sue Kody and force the sale of Coyote Pass? Is Paedon right to call out his father? Comment below, we're diving deep into your reactions next episode. Loudspeaker subscribe for the next explosive update on this unraveling Brown family saga. Direct hit don't forget to like, share, and turn on notifications. This isn't just drama. This is reality hitting back.